Rolling, 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 right. Okay, we're going to do a nice little workout today on the roller. Sorry if you don't have one, pop and get one because they're really, really fun. So you're going to lie it down on your mat. Poof, get your bum. If you've never been on one before, obviously they can be wobbly. You get your bum right on one end. Okay, if it's not, your head falls off the other end, not off your body, but off the roller. So then you want to come down, and So the big part is making sure the roller is in between your bum and in between your shoulders. So you get a sense that your spine is, the roller is your spine, almost. As you can see, my head's there. If your head is uncomfy, put a little pad there. If your lower back is a little bit arched, maybe put a little towel there too, so you can relax there. And if you're following me, you are 100% just going to relax for a moment. So your feet wide, better base of support for balance. And if you notice what happens is here, my arm drops lower than my body, which starts to open up the chest, which is absolutely wonderful, especially if you're a desk worker. This is so cool to be able to just take a stretch. Close your eyes and just be here on the roller. You're going to roll a little bit one way. So I'm pushing with my right foot coming towards you. And then I come back to center, push a little bit with the left, and I roll that way. So it's just centering yourself. If you struggle with travel sickness or anything, this may not be a good feeling for you. Possibly not a workout for you, so sorry about that. But otherwise, find one spot to stare at and do your best to not feel sick. Now, we're just going to notice how we feel with balance here. Take the arms relaxed up to the ceiling. I'm not reaching, I'm just going to and I can feel my shoulder blades against the roller, just resting there rather than pushing, which is really nice. Be here and just close your eyes. Just notice if anything happens, and it might not, but just feel the sensations that you feel and go, okay, that's cool. Keep the breath going, open your eyes, bring the feet a little bit closer. Go, all right, close your eyes. Now notice what happens. Maybe nothing, and that's cool. But if you start to sway, it's just starting to challenge your stability. Open your eyes, and then you're going to bring your feet all the way together, and the knees if you can, and then close your eyes again. Now I start to get micro movements here, if you might see, because my body's going, how do I balance here? And I feel a slight sway and I adapt, and it's just about letting yourself continually adapt. Open your eyes, take your heels apart, toes are still touching. Take the toes apart so they're in line with your heels, and then close your eyes last time. And with any luck, that feels very centered and balanced. Okay? That's like, all right, that's pretty cool. And then from there, bring your arms down, and then you're going to find your shoulder blades and squeeze the roller with them. See, I pop my chest, and then round. Squeeze. And this gives a little bit of a massage in the spine itself. If the roller feels harsh, again, because you have a bonyish back, which I do, you can put a towel there. But you start to feel how the shoulder blades affect the body. And then somewhere in the middle of that squeeze and release is where you want to be. And then you're set. Now, obviously, the more you do this, the quicker it is to find it. And then we're ready to move. So you now can start to work into your core, Pilates, breathing and abdominals work. Find your right foot and just feel it in the ground. And then the right arm's coming up, overhead, keeping the ribs soft. But the left arm can come up. But then the left leg comes up. And I'm reaching that right arm, lifting the left leg. And then they all come down. And then you make sure that foot is in line with your hip, so that when this side comes up, It's kind of easy. Now, the more I can reach here, the more that chest and shoulder open, right down. When you put the foot down, sometimes what happens is you bring the foot more midline. If my foot is too far into my middle, it's really hard. If my foot is in line, this balance is not so challenging. So it's a really good place to teach yourself where is the best foot hip placement. And then what you'll see is as I keep doing it, my other hand, could also come up and down. And of course that starts to make the balance a lot more challenging. I may not now look at the camera and just stare at the ceiling, because the minute I move my head, I will fall. Now, how much work in the abdominals do we need? If I do none, I'm a little bit wobbly. If I brace, actually I can't feel my foot on the floor, my arms are harder. If I find the right amount, which is finding it for you, I feel connected as well as stable, but I also feel free. Now I can find my foot on the floor. If I work too hard, I lose the sense of my foot. Okay? So go one more time each side, noticing for yourself if one side is a little bit more challenging than the other. And look at me, I'm getting all floaty now. Super. Arms are going to stay down. Just the hands, not the elbows. One leg comes up, knee over hip, core goes on. Then two legs are up. Now, I like to let my feet hang a little bit so I don't overwork my hips. Okay? But if you like it being here, please do, but just make sure this bone here is vertical. I'm going to be about here today, actually. Now, left hand finds the ground, right arm goes over, circles around, finds the floor, finds the ground and pushes. Ooh, then the left one does its journey, wobblier. And here, maybe I need to adjust my legs. Maybe, no, my knees together is better. Maybe if I didn't talk, it would be better. Maybe my knees apart. Oh, that's quite nice. It seems for me to be when I do my left arm circling, I don't feel as clever. I'm going to bring my legs back to where they were. I can really find a pressure actually on my left arm, which surprises me. Right arm, find that pressure. Maybe I need to think waist more. Ooh, I do. I need to think a little bit more on my abdominals when I do my right arm. Much better. One more each side. So much of work is trying something, exploring, yeah, that's my core, and going, ooh, that's what you needed. Come on down, have a little rock. If you fell off, you just get back on again. Not too far to fall. Luckily, we're just going to do one more because it can be quite a lot on the back here. Abs on, legs up. If you have lots of rings, this is challenging, so you might want to take them off or not do it. We're going to bring the elbows up, legs just hanging out here. Yeah, one clap, look. Feet cannot go down or touch. My elbows are coming down to catch me as opposed to my hands. It's kind of nice. If you do your hands, that's where the rings can happen. Okay? Please be careful that you're on the mat, so when your elbows come down, you don't hurt yourself. And then you start to go, hang on, can I go slowly? I can! Now, if I lifted my feet to here, oh, I still got it. I like it. What if my legs were here? Still can. My legs were there, more core, still can. Legs were there, a lot of core, can. That was 5 claps. Wow, that was pretty cool. The more I worked in my core, the better balance. Who knew? Me. All right, when you come off, roll to one side. When you lie down here, just notice the quality of how your back feels. It is such a wonderful massage for the little muscles each side of the spine and the tissues there that you can just go, wow. Very softening feeling through the back. Love it. Now, we're going to take the roller, put it this way, and bring it underneath that base bone of our body. Okay? Just a little bit higher than the flesh of my butt. One leg comes in, so you can see my body resting down here. Not an arch in my back, and relax. Hold the roller, 2 legs are up, and you just twist. Now you might need to hold the roller, especially if it's a slippy one. I'm going right over onto my left butt, knees in, knees all the way, a little bit of work in my core, and then I'm going to come up, go the other way. So as I move my knees away, there's a massage around this upper portion of my bum, which I kind of like because it massages out the glutes, which can get a little bit tense and tight, coming the other way, and I get this really nice twist in my spine. If you have any pains around this area, just be a little bit cautious, maybe not doing the move. Okay, I'm going to sway a bit more. And here my core is, of course, supporting me too. And when I come back up, it's my abdominals that are working. Oh, this one feels a bit grumpier. This is, there is so nice. And that's where you want to find that moment, the moment where you go, ooh, and then you just gently move. And then when I go the other way, let me see if this side has similar. Maybe you don't turn as much as me. Remember, we don't care. Maybe you go more. Maybe you need a bit more, so you start to straighten the legs, but not at the expense of that shoulder. So on this side, I'm not so far that I've lifted up. This arm is still anchoring me down. And it's like, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's nice. Come center, feet down, push the roller out the way. And then again, look, this feeling, I'll put it that way, this feeling here, really relax through the glutes. So this one is some work and some release. Nice and gentle and slow. We don't always need to beat ourselves up. Roll to one side or hold your knees. Come on up. How are we doing? Last one, we're going to work the spine. So the roller comes this way. Or work the back muscles is really what I should say. We lie on the belly. And then your arms are, that would be 12 o'clock. 1 to 11. And I've got to roll it to close to my elbows. From there, press a little bit down onto the roller. Wiggle your bum, tell your body that everything is safe. Start to lift your chest, draw your core in, and as you lift higher, the roller gets rolled towards you, and then it rolls away. Now maybe you'll be more comfortable with palms facing down. For me, it's a no. I need my palms a little bit more to the ceiling because then my shoulders drop. Now the beauty of using the roller is it's almost like my spine is doing this action. It doesn't need to be as high as I am. It could just be here for you to find your upper back movement. Now the shoulders just sit. Remember how we moved them lying on our back. So they just are there. Might just be here. As you come higher, I still don't need to squeeze them in. I'm just resting them on my rib cage. And that often helps you access the spine. Roller moves a bit, reset, no problem. Inhale to come up. Notice my head just long through the neck. I'm only going to do 2 more because, you know, this is enough for me to reset my posture. So I had a little bit of a grumpy back, but it just gives it a massage, resets the strength in my spine. Ooh. So that let's all come up. Oof. Try not to stretch your back once you've done those moves, because then I find that when I'm stood, and we're bringing the roller with us, this has been released, around here is released, this has been mobilized and worked, so I'm very much upright with it. And we're just going to do one more in standing. Roller is in the middle of my mat, feet as wide as my mat, fingertips on, everything is upright. Be closer, push it away, tip over at your hips, stretch. All right, I've got to push that front edge down. And if I keep pushing it away, reaching, dropping a little bit. Again, I get this movement in my spine. I've got a nice hamstring stretch, actually even my muscles here, my lats, getting a stretch. And now you can roll back up, stretching the lower back, drop your head, shoulders drop at the top, and you go, ah. Let's go 2 more. So it's a standing tip. Really nice for the hips to drop. Stretch out, long, beautiful spine. Curl if you need to bend your knees more to get this curl. And then that's super, that's what you do. 1 more. I've got an exhale happening there. I'm going to inhale and stay a moment longer because this really is a nice feeling in my shoulders. Oh. And then keep the roller pushing forward as you roll up. Stretches the spine a bit more. Once you're up, bring the feet in. Arms are stand by your sides. And with any luck, you feel beautifully upright, stacked on top. Such an easy little workout to do. And I think that's what is important, that we know that there are some workouts that we can do that are so quick and effective that at least if you don't have time to do a great big load, you know that you've done some good for your body. Thank you for joining me, sending me messages. Tune in for whatever fun is going to happen next. Well worked, guys. Thank you.